Hey y'all, welcome back to a new video. Today is going to be a get it all done. This video is not very long, but I hope that it gives you lots of motivation today to get whatever it is that you need to get done. We got some cleaning, a little bit of yard work. I also cleaned out the fridge today because it really needed to be done. But I really hope you enjoy today's video. Thank you so much for being here. Let's get into some cleaning. So this was filmed previous to my last video, so for those of you who are super observant, you're going to notice that the built-ins are not decorated like they were in my last video. I just kind of messed up a little bit with my timeline. I film a lot. Usually I'll like batch film and then I'll go in and edit. Well, this footage got pushed so far back on my SD card that I forgot that I had all this footage, so I still wanted to share, so I hope you guys don't mind. Just, keep in mind that if you want to see the built-ins redecorated, the dining room and all that, check out my most recent video if you missed it. I'll have it linked down below at the top of the description box. But I'm just going to tidy up this morning. I had already gotten the kids off to school. I was on the phone with my husband as well. That's who I'm on the phone with, in case you were curious. We usually talk every morning once I get the kids off to school. Either he'll call me or we'll like voice text back and forth. And yes, that is my dog peeing on the floor. That is Knox. He's a 3-month-old American Bulldog and he's still learning. Now, I will say I'm happy to announce that this video was filmed a while ago, so he's doing much better. He's starting to alert us at the back door, or he'll bark if he's got to go outside, which is really cute, by the way, because it's like the soft little like woof. But that's just the reality of having a puppy. They are literally like toddlers without diapers on, and they just, well, sometimes they just go. But you could tell with his demeanor, if you saw like his ears, he was kind of shocked that he was peeing on the floor himself. You could tell he knew he was not supposed to be doing that, because he was even looking at me like, oh crap, she's gonna get mad. And as soon as I said, Knox, no sir, he took off to the back door. Like, he already knew. And yeah, I thought about cutting it out of the video, but it is truly the reality of having a dog, a puppy especially. Puppies are not easy. It's a lot of time and commitment that goes into them, and if you are going or thinking about getting a dog or giving someone a dog, remember the commitment that it takes, because it is seriously, it's a lot, and you got to be prepared. So I wanted to leave that in there just as that friendly reminder. I think so many people just like think of the cutesy parts, like, oh, he's just so cuddly and cute. And yes, while they are cuddly and cute, they're a handful too. So I just wanted to leave that footage in there as that little friendly reminder, because a lot of times people don't share this type of stuff, and then they get the dog and they're like, holy crap, like there's literally crap everywhere or pee everywhere. Well, what did you expect? Like I said earlier, it's a toddler with no diaper on. They're going to have accidents. It's just part of them. They have to learn. And luckily, we already have dogs, so I feel like Knox is catching on pretty quick. He's learning from the others, so that's been really easy. But if you ever get a dog and you don't have any other dogs, just know it's probably going to be 5 times worse.
Aren't you tired of the drama? You use your words like they are knives. I don't need that type of drama, and trying to be tough all the daytime. You try to make yourself feel better by taking me down. Once I fell, but now I'm strong, I'm ready for the rematch. Shoot me down, don't you know I get up? Yeah, baby, I will fight. No, there ain't nothing stopping me. I'm bulletproof, I won't fall. I'm bulletproof, go on and shoot me down. I will always get up again. You're looking at me so cold. Get over yourself, are you for real? Why are you looking at me so cold? One's love is now we're enemies. You try to make yourself feel better by taking me down. Once I fell, but now I'm strong, I'm ready for the rematch. Shoot me down, don't you know I get up? Yeah, baby, I will fight. No, there ain't nothing stopping me. I'm bulletproof, I won't fall. I'm bulletproof, go on and shoot me down. I will always get
Alright, it's time to clean out this horrendous fridge. It's been a while since I cleaned this out. There is leftovers galore in there. The side, you can see the door, the side door. Oh my gosh, it's embarrassing. But look, I'm keeping it as real as it gets over here. So I'm going to empty everything out, wipe it all clean because it needed to be wiped down as well, not just emptied. So I'm just going to load everything onto the counters and clean this bad boy out. Alright, so I'm cleaning out the fridge and I'm getting rid of anything that's old and expired, along with all the medicines you see right there in the door. Most of them are old, and for some reason I felt the need to hold on to them. I'm finally starting to get to a better place with my health anxiety again, where I'm not hyper focused on health related things, and I think that's one of the reasons why I hold on to medicine, because it's like a mental fear that I have. That's a whole story in itself, but I'm finally getting rid of all of it and getting rid of anything that's old because we don't need it in our fridge. Our fridge is really small. I guess it's really not small. It's narrow. It's like very deep and narrow. So everything gets stacked on top of everything. And I feel like we accidentally waste food because things get put behind other things and we forget they're there. They just get kind of shoved to the back. Yeah. Honestly, I think it boils down to we need to organize better and clean the fridge more. So that's on me. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wipe everything down now. So I'm just using some warm soapy water to wipe it clean. And sometimes I'll pull all the drawers out to wash them. And sometimes I'll just like wipe it down while it's in the fridge. It just depends. Today I kept everything in place except for the bottom drawer, just because it was easier for me to do it that way since I had so much food out on the countertops already. I didn't want to like overdo it. So you'll notice I'm kind of lifting up these drawers and these shelves and kind of getting into the creases of them. But if it's easier for you to pull them all out, girl, do whatever you got to do to get it done as fast as you possibly can. Look at all this food all over this countertop. Holy moly. There was so much in there I didn't even know what we had. So thankfully I went through it because I didn't even have to go grocery shopping. I found so much stuff that we could use for this week. So I am now just going to load everything back up in the fridge, keeping it as organized as possible. Once again, just going through anything that's old and expired and tossing it. But one thing I wanted to say, I'm about to order some little shelves for the door of the fridge. A lot of ours have cracked and broke because the fridge is it's probably just not the best quality. This is an Armana brand, I think that's how you pronounce it, or Almana, whatever. It's been decent, but the little plastic shelves on the door of the fridge, they are falling apart. They're cracking. There's one actually where the little heavy cream is right there at the bottom. That one is missing like half of the shelf. So I need to order some. A lot of you guys said I can get online and just type in the model number and order just the shelving. So I'm going to do that. How did I do? Are you my supervisor? This looks a heck of a lot better than it did. Don't you think? Don't you think? So this was kind of random, but I decided to film it really quick. This is where we keep our coffee, and sometimes we'll have like little accidents where coffee spills out. So I just took the vacuum, emptied the drawer out, and vacuumed up all the coffee. And just gonna reorganize this space so that way it's cleaned and doesn't look gross.
Where I end and you begin. Where I end and you begin. Oh, where does it come from? Oh, where does it come from? I'm calling you, 'cause I need you to play on, yeah, I need you to play on. You, 'cause my heart is on hold on, so I need you to play on, play on. Play on. Play I'm calling you, 'cause I need you to play on, yeah, I need you to play on. You, 'cause my heart is on hold on, so I need you to play on, play on. Play on.
All right, y'all, I have been cleaning my little heart out over the past like couple hours. I do want to get the floors vacuumed and mopped. So I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna do that off camera just because it's like the same old, same old. I feel like my last 2 videos I have like mopped, or I vacuumed and mopped in like every single video. I don't know, but do y'all care to see repetitive cleaning? Because I mean, really, that's what it is. I don't know. I just go back and forth on if I should share the same type of stuff over and over again or if I should switch it up. That's one of the hardest parts of being a content creator is coming up with content that's going to stay enjoyable and not boring. And the last thing I want is to bore you guys. Like, my job is to entertain you and to motivate you. So I hope that I do that. I hope that you find some type of motivation through these videos. But anytime y'all have suggestions on ways to improve my content, I always appreciate it. But yeah, so now we're outside. I'm going to work on taking this post out. This is concreted in. This post was used for our shade sail that we had up over our pool. So we did put 2 bags of concrete in each of these posts. But this one, since it is in the middle of the yard, it's just in an awkward spot. And I wanted to tear it down because I wanted to put the bounce house up for the kids one day. And yeah, so I needed to tear it out because now that we have the other shed, this is just in the way. So I worked on this for a good 30 minutes. It was hot as crap outside. I was not happy. This is when I realized that I needed to dig around it and kind of just like push it over. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna dig a big hole around the post and work on just wiggling it back and forth until it came loose. Woohoo, I got it out. And then this was the part where I was like, oh man, well now how am I going to get it to the other side of the yard so that way it's not in the way of where I need to mow. So I just kind of walked it over to the side yard where my husband could help me move it elsewhere later. So yeah, I just kind of scooch it over to the side there so I could at least work on mowing and weed eating. And then there was this grapefruit tree that we planted. At the time of planting it, it felt like a great place, but I've noticed recently that I kind of prefer to just have like an open, clear yard and not too many plants and trees. I want to have some landscaping, but I want to I need to do better. I'm not obviously someone who landscapes. I'm better at decorating the inside of the house, to be honest. So I just moved the tree for now and had to figure out a better spot for it. There was also a ton of 2x4s we did save from the sheds that we tore down, and my husband stacked those over here temporarily. So I'm moving those to a better spot so that way they weren't an eyesore over here by the fence. Now I'm going to go ahead and move on to weed eating. I'm using a Craftsman battery operated weed eater. This thing is actually really nice. It's very, very powerful and will tear your legs up. So ladies, if you are thinking about getting a weed eater like this, just know that she's powerful. I definitely have busted my legs open a few times just because like the weed eater string sometimes will like cut off and it'll fling up and it'll get you. And it's definitely painful. Even like some of the weeds get me. I'm like, ow, this hurts. But I'm used to doing it. I just wear pants and try my best to be careful. And always make sure you're wearing eye protection, because the last thing you want is some nasty behind grass flying up in your eye, because you will get an eye infection. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. I thought it was super cute that Knox was like following me around while I was weed eating. He was so curious on what I was working on. He's like, why are you doing that? And he was getting a little too nosy a couple times. I had to like scoot him backwards at one point. And some of you may have already seen this because I did share on Instagram a couple weeks ago. But now the stack of bricks, these bricks were under our metal shed, and we decided to save them for a future project. We don't really know what we're going to do with them yet, but I had to move all those because they once again were an eyesore in the way. And then after doing that, I decided to go ahead and mow. You will notice there are 2 more posts still in the ground that I decided to leave. I am not tearing those out by myself. The other post that I did finally get out whipped my butt. But at least now that post is out of the way, so we can at least put the bounce house up for the kids for the summer. And they are loving it. Speaking of bounce house, this was a couple days later. I wanted to get it set up. The only reason why I didn't set it up the day that I mowed was because we actually had a couple things going on that weekend, so there was no point in setting it up because we weren't going to be home. So I waited, and I'm going to go ahead and get it set up right now. It's super easy to put up. I will say it's a little on the harder side to fold and put away, so we just utilize a outdoor wagon to put ours in. We just kind of roll it and just shove it into the wagon. But once you get it laid out and you plug it in to the fan, it blows up and it's easier to move around when it's aired up. So I'm going to work on that now and kind of just pull out the little pool area. This is great. It is on the more expensive side for a bounce house, but they are extremely expensive just to even rent. And I feel like this was a great investment for the summertime. We have already gotten so much use out of it. The kids are in love with it. But here I was just kind of rinsing it out. I needed to clean it out a little bit before we filled it up with water. And you will see Knox comes running once the water starts going. He loves the water, you guys. Like, we have caught him out here playing in the bounce house by himself. There's actually a tunnel that goes up underneath the slide too, so he'll kind of like run around in circles. It is the funniest thing. I thought I would include a little video of him just kind of walking through the water because it's adorable. But that's it for today's video. Like I said earlier, I know it's short and sweet, but I still hope you enjoyed. I appreciate you being here watching, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye, y'all.